What's up, everybody? Rage Cage 20 here, back with In This Moment's Mother album. And we're here on a spicy one today. We have As Above, So Below, the official video I am so excited for. Now, I know there was a movie titled such, and I kind of saw it. I know my ex-wife watched it like twice, and I technically caught glimpses of a lot of it. So I figured it meant something. So I went and looked it up. And what I found, I found this huge article pretty much baseline here. There's a lot. I'll read this bold and then I'll summarize the rest. It says, what does as above, so below mean? It has many interpretations, the simplest of which is whatever happens on Earth is reflected in the astral plane. Another interpretation is that the microcosm, such as the world of the individual, is affected by the macrocosm, such as society at large. In essence, the expression looks at any place there is a duality, one where half of the duality is deemed above while the other half is deemed below, and tries to establish a relation between the two. So pretty much it goes through here and explains that it kind of has ties to Hermetism, I think is how it's pronounced, which is it says it's an ancient religion philosophy that has influenced a lot of Western cultures, including has ties to the formation and tells of the Bible and Christianity and stuff like that. And it says also kind of comes from the Emerald Tablet. Is that what it's called? Yes, Emerald Tablet, which is kind of like the writings and or teachings of Hermetism. So has a religious kind of aspect to it, philosophical aspect to it, which has been a basis for things like alchemy or whatnot, is what it said. I don't know if any of this is true, people. This is just what my very minimal research has digged up here. But with that kind of background, knowing how ever since Ritual, especially a little tastes of it before Ritual, but in Ritual on, it seems like Maria's gotten really deep into singing and writing stuff about religion, and kind of being in between heaven and hell, being a half god, half devil, and whatnot, and this inner fight and or turmoil she seems to have within her. It kind of makes sense, what happens to one happens to what happens above happens below and whatnot, kind of that separation and religious connotation all wrapped in here, which it sounds like this first quote that I'm staring at here that you'll see here in a second. As above, so below, what you reap is what you sow. You reap what you sow, I think is a pretty common religious quote, but I don't remember. What you give comes back threefold, as above, so below. So we're definitely painting this very ominous painting here that I think the video is just going to go off on, and some of these lyrics look like they're going to be very interesting. This one line reminds me a lot of kind of society. If you sell, they will buy. Don't feel, just sign. If you sell, they'll buy. Don't think, stay blind. Kind of that to me kind of makes me think of what I was just talking about on that whole macro level of what happens with the society at large affects the individual, and just kind of selling kind of propaganda is like, don't think, don't feel, just sign the line, just blindly follow us. So I'm kind of getting a little bit of that. I don't know if that's what it's about, but that's kind of what I'm getting from there. So it definitely seems like we're going to get into it. So let's not waste any time. Let's not waste any more time. Let's actually get into it. I did not write above dash below. We'll call it that. I have a feeling this one gonna be good. The music video, at least tiny little thumbnail clips that I've gotten of it, looks fascinating. I do not know what this murky liquid she is in, with all, of course, the red hands and everything around her, is gonna be like, but I can't wait to find out. So, in this moment, as above, so below. Eh. Intriguing. Interesting. Interesting. Let me process my thoughts and emotions here real fast. How am I feeling? First, I can definitely say it's not what I expected. It's definitely not what I expected. But I wouldn't say that in a bad way. I mean, because that happens all the time. For some reason, I don't know how what I expect hasn't changed at the moment to like kind of match, or if I start expecting everything. Because like, or if they're just switching it up so often that it's like, oh, I think I know what to expect now, but then they switch it on me again. I'm not sure, but it does happen a lot. That's always not what I expected it to be, which doesn't denote bad. It wasn't as kind of mysterious and as dark as I thought they were going to go with it, which is kind of nice. At the same time, I was kind of expecting that really like that kind of that dark go in there from the in between, kind of that just like holy shit, like rough grit, and it kind of felt a little bit more. I won't say necessarily pop, but it definitely kind of felt more, rocky, more, straightforward, I would say, which is not bad, at all. I like to get fresh, fresh new takes on stuff, and whatnot. I really liked the lyrics that I was hearing. I think they did a great job portraying kind of that the kind of really the thought and not necessarily conspiracy, the thoughts and stuff of above, so as above, so below, and of course I thought it was another interesting video take to have the puppets and whatnot of her and the band members and whatnot. I feel like that to me, I was kind of relating it to what I was. Again, I have no idea what this song is about. Still don't. I only have speculations just based off of the lyrics and whatnot. Excuse me. So the kind of the puppets on a string, like marionette like, kind of going with what we mentioned before the video started, if you sell they'll buy, don't feel just sign, kind of like we're strung up like puppets and we do what we're told kind of thing. I'm kind of really getting this kind of controlled, almost societal or governmental kind of, we're controlled by kind of theme from it. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's just kind of what I'm getting from the song, and I feel like the puppets was maybe a symbol to that. Not 100% positive. I also thought it was odd, like odd in a good way, odd in a fascinating way. That I feel like this is the first time, but maybe it's happened before and I just haven't paid attention. I feel like this is the first time that Maria had the mask on. Because at first I just thought it was really focusing on one of her masked backup people, and then I saw her tattoos and I was like, oh, that's her. I think this is the first time I've seen her behind one of those masks. Again, bringing back to the subject we were just talking about, like masked away from society or whatnot, or something like that. Kind of where I went when I had that realization, or just the mask we put on when we go out or something. But one of the puppets, kind of going back to that dichotomy of good and evil that it seems that she's been wrestling with these two albums. She had her puppet wearing that kind of angel garb with those very still angel-like but very red and demonic kind of wings, that kind of split between kind of thing, as above so below. You know what I mean? Kind of feel like that there's a little bit of that message in there as well. It's fascinating, very interesting. Let's go back. Let's see if we can suss this out here. bit farther. Here we go. And then we have, I believe it's Maria wearing the mask. Very interesting. I didn't write anything down because I don't know. In this moment videos, I just kind of want to like pay attention. It's like almost on a skinned level for me, to where it's like I just kind of really want to focus in what's happening, because these videos have been getting more and more intricate and more detailed and just really intense and stuff. So I just want to focus on that. So I didn't write anything. So we're just gonna go through some of these marks here, and we'll just talk about a few things, and we'll call it a day. Didn't mean to hit the mic. So we have those rising tension, kind of stepwise notes there, just with that very eerie sound on it, kind of building the tension and whatnot at the same time where he's getting fucking dunked under that very interesting looking liquid. It looks like milk, but I don't know, just some really murky water. Either way, very interesting. I'm not sure what that's, I assume that's supposed to symbolize being above and below at the same time, kind of that halfway mark. Guess, thrown out there, just all this is guessing if you haven't got that by now. I like that kind of that really kind of that bouncy nature to it, even though it's very grovelly and kind of adding to this whole creepy, uneasy feeling that the song's building off of. I kind of like that kind of like bounce that it's got going to it too. That's kind of cool. I really like this opening. This opening verse here. I like the notes. I like the effects that are going on in the voice. It's very catchy. Let me hear those lines again. I also don't know what the bird eggs are supposed to represent, but anyways. So right there. Dun, 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 dun. Just very few notes. It never sounded so catchy before. Very, very beautiful, very catchy, very kind of nice rise and fall to it. Just, I like that. Now, I don't necessarily know what she means by that line. They're quite empty, your promises and your stones. Obviously, empty promises. Right, got that. I don't know if stones is a reference to like the stones that you throw at me, like stoning someone to death, or you know whatnot, or if she literally means like your stones. Like stones have been used as another term for testes before. You ain't got the stones, so I don't know. I don't know if that was a reference or if it was more along the lines of the other one I thought of. That did catch my attention the first time I heard that. I like throughout all of this, kind of going back to the first lines we heard, I just kind of like this kind of rising pull she has to it at the start of her phrases. Dun, dun. Kind of that just pulling nature to it, that stretching and just kind of upward rising sound. And then the kind of fall off. Dun, dun. Just kind of the way it just rises and falls. Just like beautifully phrased, which is again making it super catchy. And also the words sing at the same time is just really awesome. I mean, each line here is really awesome. I like the kind of that like group choir chant. It's the best way I can kind of describe it. Like kind of like backup singers just dun 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 with that kind of very monotoned kind of creeping sound to it, using the words "give me the control." And then she just comes in on top of that line, or like right at the end of that line, jumps on the next line in a very, very, very beautiful yet kind of gritty voice of hers. And it creates this very interesting, again, creating the uneasy feeling, but also so catchy and so good at the same time. And with all the instrumentation going on at the same time, it also has that awesome metal feel to it. That line is also delivered very, very well. So the words she whispered softly, and the way she just kind of like almost whispers that out, but kind of like just kind of puts a lot of air on it, and just kind of the imagery at the same time is just like, damn, like that's a wrong one. That's a sick line right there. Don't you fight me. Oh, sorry, don't you fight me. That was what I was looking for. I think she does the same one. She whispers softly, but yeah, don't you fight me. That's God, what song is that? Oh, Camelot. Descent of the Archangel. There it is. And that song, I really like the way that line's delivered. It reminds me very much of this line. When he's saying stuff like, I will show you everything so beautifully or wonderfully, I can't really remember. And then just kind of, it just gets like real for seconds, like, you won't deny me. Just kind of that turn in there, and the way she just delivers, don't you fight me, give me the control, don't you fight me. Because kind of the way she just kind of delivers that, and the way the music kind of falls off on it a little bit is just is a powerfully delivered line right there. Don't you fight me as a boss. And it's a really good cutoff to go into the chorus here. Let's talk about this chorus, because this is where it kind of gets that little kind of rock and pop feel to it, that I would say, which again is not necessarily a bad thing. It's very catchy. Oh, there it is. I was like, I couldn't find those lyrics. I like how she kind of goes up to this higher pitched voice there. Let's see how she continues to build off of that, but wasn't really paying attention to that, but I like how it just kind of goes up to the softer, higher voice there. Again, we have this constant kind of rising and falling off. Like at the beginning of the phrase, it will rise up and kind of play up there, and then the ending line will fall off, which again, I think was done intentionally for this above-below kind of dichotomy we got going on here. We have it going on in the song as well, and I think that is cleverly written. I think that's really nice. This part is good. I like the kind of the scream, the little bit of the scream in there when you got all this awesome metal instrumentation going on. At the same time, however, the very heavily, we'll call it stuttered, broken up line, the vocal note here, just very steadily, like very electronic-y kind of broken upness. It's like, it's like, it's not like boo, but it's not like yay, you know what I mean? It's kind of neutral for me. It's kind of like I could take it or leave it. I think it would have been a little bit more sick if she just kind of just screamed it out and just had just that scream moment there that wasn't all electronic-y. But I mean, in this moment, likes to throw that in every now and then. So it's like, I'm not gonna hold against them. It's not ruining my experience by any means, but it's not like doing anything for me. It's just kind of like, give it a take. It's whatever, And it would have been nice to have just that awesome, as above scream in there. But it is what it is. okay. It's alright. Kind of continues on. Now that first off, a lot of these lines just in general are just really strong lines. Like a lot like, I'm trying to remember the song it was of theirs that I had mentioned. That I think it was, yeah, it was River Fire. That's right. River Fire had some really, really strong lines, and it's like there's so many strong, just standalone lines in here that are just like the lyrics are so good. Like I've danced with the enemy. We have secrets no one knows. Like it's just mysterious. It's dark. It's dirt, not dirty. It's just like oomph. It's impactful, and it's like, yeah, I've danced with my enemy. Now this one, I wore her skin and her clothes. That to me is kind of giving me I pretended to be someone I wasn't, because maybe this is again me a stretch for me stretching to try to find what this song is about, but kind of like society said I should look this way, so I did. That's kind of a going. My brain's going with that one. But just in general, you just take that line away, like those two lines. Even I've danced with my enemy, I wore her skin and her clothes. Like that's just a powerful line. That's just a powerful fucking line. Like these lines are so powerful. Repeating a little bit. So I will say this. I will say that I like the imagery that I'm seeing in the video here. I like the, at least from what I'm assuming the images are supposed to represent. I like the symbolism that is happening in this video, though it does seem a little simple, and simple isn't necessarily bad. Simple doesn't just mean bad. Sometimes simplistic can be exactly what it needs to be, like The Fighter. It was just very simple, just her, in front of a camera, straight on, personal, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Simplicity was key there. It made it even more stronger and emotional and beautiful. Simplistic doesn't mean bad. Coming off of a video that was like super everything, like so many different scenes and stuff going on as the in-between, just seeing her in this interesting pool with fucking her hands all red and shit, I was thinking like it was going to be something along that level. I thought we were going to, like, something was going to build. There's going to be like hands and stuff coming out of the pool, like lots of stuff, and we just kind of have cuts between her just chilling in the milk, puppets, and her with a mask just doing stuff. And it just kind of jumps between those three, and it's like, again, I love the symbolism, but I was kind of leaves me wanting more, you know, kind of like a little bit more. But at the same time, I do respect the what I assume is the symbolism. Again, I could be completely wrong in my assumptions here. I don't know. But I do appreciate the symbolism that's going on in the video. It's leaving me wanting it to be a little less simple and a little more complex, but that's just me. Anyways, still good. I like it. Oop, pushing buttons. That part's really nice. It's kind of what I was thinking before, like just kind of that just unedited, just screaming that part out. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that switch up there. It's just saying as above, and then the lower voice is echoing so below. Really nice touch there. I like that. As above, so below, what you reap is what you sow. What you give comes back threefold. As above, so below. Watch me float away. I was never yours to say. It all comes back threefold. As above, so below, so below. Still don't know what those eggs are supposed to represent. It's an interesting end. There's kind of interesting, like, echoey fade. It's kind of also has a little bit of this kind of creepy chitteriness to it, kind of like some kind of horror insect creature or something. I don't know. That's the first place my brain went. Either way, it was a good song. It was a solid chorus. It was a little kind of it was a little lighter than what I was expecting and kind of looking for, but at the same time, it was a solid chorus. The verses were great and amazing. Again, I loved the symbolism both in the video and in the writing itself. I thought that they did a great job with that, and yeah, overall, so it was a really, really good song. Ain't nothing wrong with that song. I liked it. Good shit. Good shit. Next one, we got number 9 in the album, Born in Flames. How many more do we got here? A lot. We got a lot here. I also need to remind myself to check. I know I got because I almost forgot Creep, the bonus track in the last one. I don't want to forget if there's any bonus track in this one. I don't know if it's Into Dust, because it says originally by Maisie. It's in the name. Maisie or Mazzy. Maisie Star. I don't know if that's the bonus track or if it doesn't say bonus track on it, so I assume not. Yeah, go make sure to go check that comment I got quite a while ago. I don't know what video it is, so it's gonna take me a little searching for it. But I gotta make sure to go check, see if I can find out which if there's a bonus track to this album and what one it is. So I will make sure I get that one in here as well. But next we got Born in Flames, which again reminds me a lot about Twin Flames. But the first 2 lines here, I can feel that you're hurting. I feel it in your eyes. Makes me think we're in for one hell of a start to the song. I think it's going to be a very interesting song, and I have a good feeling about that song. So thank y'all for joining me. I'll see y'all next time.